1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, boys and girls, you guys, welcome back. 865 Podcast, one of the best podcasts in the Smoky Mountain. But yeah, tonight we get special, actually. Special every day, every night. But yeah, we get a Fish Fisher, we get Amy Sunshine tonight. And also we get Big Luke, boys and girls.
Now we got, these two are legends. Emmy's been playing, you started kind of almost like in this parking lot. We're at the Gatlinburg Inn.
Yeah.
And you pretty much like started this parking lot when you were 8 years old and built up a huge following. And
it just sort of happened. I don't know. It was a fun experience, and I got to grow as a musician here, and it really kind of shaped me into who I am, I feel like.
Yeah, I know that Hendry really wants to be as good as you one day.
Oh gosh, no.
But Fish is, if you don't know who Fish Fisher is, you've been living under a rock. He's, not just a local legend, he's an Ohio legend, a Nashville legend. He's wrote songs for, renowned artists like Danny Tenbeers. And
my claim to fame.
The first question I really want to, something I really want to know your opinion on is how much weight do you think I can bench press?
3,330 pounds.
You're close. About 12 pounds.
Okay, I knew it would be somewhere in between. Yeah.
But we wanted to, you guys are doing something cool this weekend. You guys do this every year since there used to be like a very big songwriter festival.
Yeah.
Here in Gatlinburg all the time, and fortunately, as time goes on, people get older, and it kind of, they still do it, don't they?
There's a separate one. So there's quite a few songwriter events happen here in Gatlinburg. So if you're a songwriter, keep in contact just with this city entirely. But the original, the OG, was Cindy Reeves' Songwriter Festival. And that was the Smoky Mountain Songwriters Festival. That went on for just shy of a decade. And that would be hundreds of songwriters coming into town, hit songwriters, and all the way to the up-and-comers. During that time, actually those songwriters had kind of often said, man, a year's a long time to wait to see everybody again, because we all started feeling like family. And that's when, back in the day, probably 2014, I talked to the hotel here at historic Gatlinburg Inn, and we decided, why don't we do a smaller winter retreat that was meant to be very contained, and I thought it'd only last a couple years, but we're on our 9th annual now.
Is it 9 years already?
For real talk, yeah.
Abby, you were like 6 when this started.
Right. So as Amy grew, because we collaborate together all the time, and as she started moving past kiddo phase, it hit me, this is getting bigger than I thought it would be. So actually, me and her and Mother Hamilton as our co-writer, I kind of recruited them to help me grow the retreat. Over time, the Smoky Mountain Songwriter Festival, like you said, good things fade away. But this continues every winter. It used to be in December, but it's in February now, still winter. And next year will be our 10th annual,
Right,
so it'll be something big.
The first weekend of every February every year.
It's always the weekend before Valentine's Day, because I don't want to be in town Valentine's Day, because it's crazy here Valentine's weekend. So we systematically, you can always count on that first week. Yeah.
Lonely, I must be lonely.
There's also a songwriter competition tomorrow that's unaffiliated. But are both of you judging in it, or just you?
We are.
We're both judging.
And Amy's done this before. I haven't. So Amy did last year. She judged the finals. Is that right? So she judged the finals. This is my first time being asked to judge the regional. And the way I understand it is this true, because Amy's training me for tomorrow. Whoever wins here,
Yes, they go
there must
on to
be
the finals.
other cities that are doing the same thing, venues in other cities, and then each of them they progress to the next level until eventually.
Oh, and I'm losing on purpose because I don't want to travel.
Oh, you're in it. Yeah. But no, it really could be. And last year, she was a judge at the finals, which was at the Bijou in Knoxville, which is a great venue. But so she's seen the end results. I'm seeing the beginning of the process tomorrow.
It's fun, I would say.
It sounds like it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. And it's not just me and you. It's me and you and DK. DK is the manager over at Sugarlands, and he has years of experience. He was on the road worldwide within the music industry, and so the three of us we'll have a good time and get to hear great songwriters. And
me and Hendry actually entered this competition. Was it 3 years ago?
And
I came in dead last.
really,
Yeah. Oh, I lack emotional maturity.
dude, that's notable. Yeah, if you can be last,
I
yeah.
really wish I could have got kicked out. That was the goal. It's like I know I'm not going to win, but so I should just get kicked out of here. That's like I said that because I lack emotional maturity. That's who I am as a person. Like I got kicked out of the Songwriter Festival.
What?
Yeah, they were.
I didn't know this.
Well, me and I think it was Buzz Fretz, who was Zach's.
Yeah, I know
Zach,
Buzz. Yeah.
I think it was him. We're sitting back here in these chairs, and they had the stage set up, and every songwriter would get up and go, "I wrote this song for George Strait back in the '90s." Every songwriter would get up there, and then they play a song I've never heard before, and so I'm like, it's my turn. And I'm up there with like this Blue Ridge guitar that barely worked, and I said, I just wrote this song a couple minutes ago. It's for George Strait in the '90s. And it was like,
I was born.
and the song,
I was born at that.
and then I started singing. It's like, maybe you should have took some acting lessons. Those pants are a little tight. You know, I was just.
So you went down to flames on purpose. Yeah.
I mean, I was winging it. I was freestyle rapping that song about George Strait in the '90s, and everybody's like, "Yeah, get out of here." And then they want me back the next year.
Was you here the year that I've never told this story, but it's notorious around here. The year that I won it was the Smoky Mountain thing from Sandy, and I won, but I won so badly that I got kicked off.
What year is that?
And lost. That was probably 2016 or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I won so big that
I feel like I remember.
they had to have an announcement to the crowd, and half the crowd was like so on my side, they were like spitting mad, and the other half was like so happy that I was gone because I didn't play a song. That's where I messed up. It was a category win, so I won all three sections. You had first place, second place, third place of the rock category. I think I won country, but with rock, I won all three until I lost all three. Because with rock, the songs I wrote, the bands that cut them, it was Jason Jarrett, like in the recording, on electric guitars and big drums and everything. And all I read in the notes, it said, you got to play the song and sing it. Or you got to play the song to the audience. So I walked in with a big yellow boom box that I bought at Dollar General. And I was like, I can't play this song on acoustic guitar like everybody else. And I just, when it was my turn, everybody else played their rock song on their guitar. I just looked at the crowd and I pulled out a boom box and I was like, and I seen like, even like old ladies in the crowd were like, yeah, you know, and I was like, oh, this is cool, you know. And then I won, but somebody else, and more power to them. I don't enter those things to win. They pointed out that it said you have to play the song.
But you played the song.
But somehow they won the argument that technically they played the song. And so they had to send up somebody in front of the whole crowd to take my award out of my hands, which was so controversial. Because the folks that were like, nah, they were like, nah, fish. And then the poor guy that was like, I found a byline in the rules, I should win. And then his people were like, no fish. It was pretty cool. So yeah, we both went down in flames.
I just headed to the award back like.
No, I was happy for him. Like, yeah. What am I going to do with an award? Lose it, you know? But no, it was super controversial at the time because some folks take that stuff real serious. I'm assuming you're in the contest tomorrow with the attitude of it's just fun to play for people.
I just want to go meet.
It's nice to meet people.
There's like 10 songwriters in it, and I probably don't know 5 of them. I want to meet them.
Right, that's how I feel, and I think most people are like that. But I respect the people that take it serious.
It's at Sugarlands at the bar, and they got that pineapple upside down.
Oh, that's true.
You ever drank one of those?
Yeah.
The pineapple upside down?
No, I drink Jack, man. I don't drink it.
Yeah, you're straight.
Oh, you drink like a man. You need to drink like a girl. Like
a young lady.
Oh, papi.
No, the pineapple thing's good. It's real good.
Emmy, we recorded a video for you, my production company, Big and Funky Productions.
Check it out, boys and girls.
Oh, nice plug. I get it now. I was like, why did it get so silent? What was it called?
It was called, mine is
Yeah.
Big and Funky Productions.
Look at the camera again.
But
$5 to get logins and
it was you
$7.99.
and Sam Hatmaker with a great song called Hercules.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get it, traction with my kind of group of followers for my movies and stuff, and it seems to be, but I heard that it's doing pretty good, but you guys were amazing in that video. I'm like,
thank you.
I think you guys need to transcend music and get into acting,
Oh gosh.
because both of yours and Sam's faces are so like camera ready.
Expressive.
Yeah.
They're both very expressive,
And,
yeah.
Well, we filmed this scene in, I hate to say this, it's weird. Sorry, it was a boudoir room that we moved the bed out of.
Okay, so I work with this photographer. She happens to be a boudoir photographer, but she does more than that as well.
Is
She has
since local?
staging
Yeah,
areas.
she's local around me. And
East Tennessee,
Yeah, East
Loudon. But Emmy's right. She has staging areas where you could make it
Yeah.
a boudoir. You could make it any setting.
What we were
Yeah.
filming is this red room, and we lit it kind of sunshine lights, and I'm recording it, and I've made 4 movies. I've done countless music videos, and I'm like, I want to do an entire movie with her in this room and just things happening, because but what blew my mind is you were almost in tears at one point where you were just
I can
singing
do that.
along with it, and I'm like, this girl needs to be an actress. This, you
I
need
could actually picture it, yeah.
Is it out yet?
the video.
It just dropped maybe a month ago. It's still out.
a month
yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
You can find it out.
It's a great video, and as a plug to Big and Funky Productions, I know we were joking
yeah.
around. That's probably the 11th or 12th video that we've worked on for. I work with multiple artists and myself. They've produced or directed. I guess I'm producing, you're
Yeah.
directing. 11 or 12 videos. That was legit my favorite one. That was a lot of work. That was like a 10-hour shoot, and you girls worked so hard.
Yeah.
But Sam
fun.
Hatmaker
Big
and
old angel wings bumping into each other.
yeah,
The one you posted the other day.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
but the girls are so expressive. When I say the girls, that's Emmy Sunshine and Sam Hatmaker. It was a duet.
Well, the crazy thing is that when it was a legit 10-hour shoot, and it's like a 2.5 minute long song.
Right. Well, you think
Yeah.
how much work goes into capturing visually the sound that they went for in the studio. And yeah, sometimes it takes 10 hours, and it was worth it though. Looking back,
Yeah.
I know we drove home super tired, but looking back, that
I rode with Vinny, so I didn't have to worry about it.
But I saw you guys on social media. You guys do it some projects on the band side, and I don't know like what's the goals and what you want to put some albums on and something
Like-
between you, Emmy, and you guys, 2 of you.
Yeah, I mean, actually, we've been working together so long, we got a lot of collaborations and stuff, and so it's hard for us to keep up with, to be honest. But now we got a side project band called Strong Arm Robbers that just dropped a album. And ironically, that was only months after the filming of the video for Sam Hatmaker's album.
Yeah.
That was the
Okay.
duet with, and so it
I
gets
wanted to
confusing
lead
to
up
us.
to that.
We literally, I kid you not, our normal routine, they pick on me about it, but we have poster boards hanging on the walls. When I say her family adopted me. I live in their house as much as I live here. And
You're like your favorite 6-year-old.
but right. But we literally have to have poster boards on the wall that explain what projects we're working on, which to us is pretty normal, but I do understand. So like, we work on solo stuff for her, solo stuff for me. Bands, she actually produces some artists, the younger artists that I'm barely involved with, but we still maybe bounce ideas off together. Of
course.
We write for lots of people, but I think we just love music so much, and and we're lucky enough to keep writing songs about
it's
it.
pretty
We just
cool
want
things
to
that
keep
you
putting
guys
it out.
doing.
Well-
You're doing a solo stuff, and also you're doing band side things. And
Yeah.
how
So
many
we're,
songs? How many songs you involved in that?
have we written together, you think?
No. I mean on the band side.
That band's album is actually a double album, so 22 songs. 2 of them are covers, and 1 was written by some very good friends
Yes.
of ours. So I would say out of 22 songs, those are 19 original songs for a double album. And at the same time, we're on the verge of where we can announce more, but we've also been working on new material for Emmy for her next album. And that's all been interspersed while writing that for that band and with Sam for her album. So luckily, we enjoy each other because we've got to work together a lot.
So I'm terrible with band names. And it took me forever to remember Society's Ugly Son, which is your swamp rock band.
Oh, yeah.
And whoever the guitar player on that is.
That's Jason Jarrett that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
That guy is a beast.
He is the most legit,
But it took me forever to remember that in the band name. And then, so I'm sitting there driving here today. I'm like, yeah, I got to make sure I remember. And Hendry hit it before I did about the what you guys got coming up. And I was like, it's Real Strong Rubbers. No.
Real Strong Robbers.
Oh God.
I kind of like it. We might want to change the name. We're the Real Strong Robbers.
Hey, you guys got so much going on. And I know that you guys, I mean, like you were saying, you kind of wanted to take take this year to just kind of like reflect a little bit and relax. You got, and you said you're still going to do a ton of stuff, but it's like, you don't want to do too much extra. You just kind of wanted to enjoy.
So full disclosure, Luke's expressing a very personal conversation I had with all my locals here a month ago. No, you're right. It's free reign.
No, but I was going to say, Emmy, because you just kind of said you were,
I'm tired.
You love to do, but you're tired. Emmy, you're 20.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Not yet.
No, she's the opposite of me. But no, that's a real reality. So like, as much as we adopted each other, so Emmy stays here with me with her family, and I live with her. But we've worked on so many projects. I've shared with my buddies. I've been away from home a lot here in Gatlinburg, and I would say right around the mid of the year, you'll hear some really great new stuff that Emmy has to announce soon. And as that happens, Emmy's going to get more busy because she's 20 and not as tired as Fish. And I think it's safe to say she's actually endorsed. She knows that over about the second half of this year, she's actually endorsed that I can go on the down slope and kind of always support what you do, but get back to my boys and all the locals and rest a little. And she's been really supportive of that, actually.
I think you're younger than me, if I'm not mistaken.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 13.
Yeah. I'm 16.
I'm 12.
Okay, yeah.
But all of the four of us have the best jobs in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, me and Hendry, we play about 300 shows a year here in Gatlinburg and in Sevier County, and I love it every day. I wake up, I'm happy. But this time of year, January, February, we slow down to only weekend shows. Usually, like we were playing for a while there in like October. I don't think we had a day off, and we got like doubles on top of doubles. And but January, February, I always worry about because I'm like, oh man, we're only gonna do 2 shows, and I get worried about it. But then I get in the middle of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm tired. Oh, days off. Then I'm playing video games that I bought 5 years ago that I never opened, and I'm like, oh yeah. But then when you come back after, if you take a little breathing room, you come back and you're actually better.
That's actually, it's that same kind of thing. I'm even convinced with creativity. You are what you eat. So what you listen to, what you're taking in.
Burritos and ramen noodles.
Well, yeah, but like what you play comes out of what you intake, and just like eating, every now and then you got to let it digest and stuff, and it's good to take a month or two and just go, I'm going to take it all in. What have I done? What am I happy with? What do I still want to do? Where do I go from here? By the time you go through that process, there's just a mental health kind of thing that about as healthy as any creative artist can get, which is not very healthy. That's the best way to do it. And I don't know, were y'all on the scene with me back when we had a real off season here, like where it just shut
Yeah,
down?
where it died. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there was times.
Yeah, well, right now, I mean, you're like
We're getting back to it. I'm convinced. Yeah.
I mean, some play like it. People don't remember Gatlinburg in the '90s.
I don't remember that. I didn't come out until 2010.
Yeah, a Tuesday would look like a Saturday does now.
Okay.
Traffic would be backed up all the way to 40. There would be shoulder to shoulder people.
Really?
It would be, and but then COVID hit us here, and we were the only place in pretty much east of the Mississippi that was just wide open.
And that's when we got hit. There's no off season.
Yeah, 22 million people came here in 2000. And then it just, but then now it's slowed back down to regular numbers, but everybody's like panicking because we're not making the money we made last year. I was like, well, last year, there was 22 million people, and
Right.
Yeah.
But
and you're also not getting the creative rest that we used to get. So it's a
but what
pro and
what I
con.
love about playing here in Gatlinburg is the people that get it. Raj over at Shamrocks and Tiffany, Chad, Kennedy, the people, the local owners of these
Chad's
venues.
always taking real good care of me.
The local owners of venues understand the value of live music, and they appreciate it and respect it. And I know Emmy's played in Gatlinburg a lot. Fish, and I think what the culture that we're getting here in Gatlinburg is respect the venues, respect the music, because it got out of hand for a while. It got to the point where we can't play certain places that we didn't screw up.
We love.
What does that mean? Like
we can't play at, I'm not going to say the name of the place.
We love Jason Aldean.
Yeah, Jason Aldean's. No, but there's places that won't
What's
hire
going
locals.
on?
There's places that won't hire locals because of what past locals have done.
No,
So you mean because of I was legitimately
Let me
asking.
correct that one. Actually, they do hire locals, but it's just not like the potential that we got here. They don't looking for it because the people who is hiring is from Nashville. So the talents that we have here, they don't see it very clear yet. So it possibly, I'm not saying it may be 3 months, 4 months, 6 months from now. It may be happen though. But they book locals from. Is it Knoxville is local? Yeah, they do locals.
But yeah, what I like, Fish, you're kind of a party player when you play your own shows. Emmy, you're classy.
Yeah.
Your shows, your sets, everything is always super classy, and I hope you keep that for the rest of your career because there's some wild people out there. But
No, I'm never going to be too wild.
I mean, you can pick it up a little bit sometimes. Just it's a little fun to do.
She's the right amount of wild.
The right amount of wild.
And anytime we can capture that, that's the right thing. Yeah.
But
not fish level.
No.
We don't want that.
I don't want that.
No, neither do
I wouldn't want that. Yeah, I like that your style has developed when you were a teenager. Your style was like a very, even though you had some great songs that were just dark, that were like Dandelion.
Yeah.
Is probably my favorite song of yours, and because it's just so happy.
Yeah.
And so dark.
It's one of my favorite tricks in songwriting. I just love putting a happy melody with some like somber lyrics. It's a beautiful thing.
Last time I saw you was I think it was actually at the listening room, and like it was you Fish and was Diddy on there with you?
It was Austin that we were talking about,
Austin.
and he's so good.
But it's like the way you present yourself, your like aura on stage is it's classy, and I like that you got to that level. Where it's like people in the crowd aren't gonna be like, "Hey, baby, what you ain't that?" They're not gonna be doing that to you because they know that you're not that kind of person.
Well, it's
And
kind
Fish
of like
would
the
jump off
energy.
stage and throw punches.
I feel like it's the energy that you give off too, like how you portray yourself. It has everything to do with that. How you hold yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
like me, I'm an idiot. I lack emotional maturity.
Man,
this girl.
Do it one more time, man.
This woman. No, I
no
just
more of it.
I just got done playing, like, I think I played Prince and then an Elvis song, and this lady comes up and goes, "Play some more New Orleans." And I said, I'm not gonna say
That's
the actual
great.
what I said, but I said, "Why don't you go?" Oh, wait, I'm gonna get fired. No. But like you, I'm you're not,
Okay, I did have another Gatlinburg story. Back in the day, I can relate. I had a girl scream at me. Daytime show at Pucker's. You're not real. Nobody's that. Gatlinburg is fake. In front of the whole crowd. And walked out the room and like I stopped playing, the whole crowd shut down. So you're like people will yell and crazy. You're not real.
Gomez from the airplane. Yeah.
And I was like, actually, I am real. This is just. I think she just didn't like she thought this was
Well, that was my
put on or
yeah.
something.
The
Yeah.
only complaint I've ever had on my music is on the Shamrock Google site, and it says, "Somebody tell that singer that Tom Petty isn't country music." And I'm like, do I look like I'm a country singer at all?
Yeah, that's not my first impression when I see it. Yeah.
I mean, I sing a lot of country because I have
Right.
to. Now that is another thing that I've been discussing a lot lately that I want to kind of hit on is like Gatlinburg here. I get jealous of what you guys get to do because you guys get to play what you want to play. You guys get to play originals. You guys get to play. You know, I put it with. I wrote in with one of my friends, the twins over here today, and I put it this way: is like Gatlinburg used to be an art. Gatlinburg is known for its arts and crafts, but there really is no art allowed in Gatlinburg, especially in music and art. You have to kind of there. You can push the boundaries, but like if you try to do something too artistic, the crowd will turn on you.
Yeah.
And you guys get to do that like all the time, and I'm jealous as hell of it because you guys get to play these, but then I've also said that to somebody else, I won't mention her name, and she goes, yeah, but you get to play 300 shows a year. I only play like every week. I only do weekends, and I'm like, true, but you get to play with, I play what I want to play in covers. I maybe in a 4-hour show get to throw in 2-3 originals. Hendry usually play about 4 or 5 originals, but his originals are so good that you think they're hit songs. You're like, who sang that?
No, I did today. Like 3 songs.
Yeah, he did 3 in a row. That's great. Yeah.
But so what? I mean, like, what do you think? What do you think is preferable to you? Would you rather keep your artistic and like kind of your artistry, or would you rather like get out there and hustle and grind 350 shows a year, or would you rather just?
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, but I'll be really curious your thoughts. That's
Yeah.
a great question. No, there is a contrast there, and real frankly, I'm a hybrid, and I'm selfish about it. So when we say I get to return to my old routine and be part of the local scene, I'm just like you. Like I make my living doing the tourist thing, playing cover songs, and I play what people want to hear, and I might only get to play 1 or 2 originals if I want. In that vein, I've been out of town for 5 years, basically, of having to travel the nation and work with cool artists and stuff like that. And then I get to be more creatively selfish, where it's all about original stuff. But to me, I just think it's a nice balance. I would compare it to, imagine this, dude. Hendry, you're an awesome chef. We've had talks
He's
of
the best chef ever.
this dude can make fried rice, y'all.
Dude.
He's good at
And
that
when
stuff.
we say fried rice, we don't just mean like a bowl of fried
Right,
rice. We're
right.
talking it's got 800 things floating around.
Right. But no, let's say you got in town and you've told me your whole backstory, and I admire it so much of how you got here. I know how hard you worked to go from open mics to the next venue
Yes,
to
6 years
now.
on a cruise.
Right. But let's say you're the best chef and you get here and you go, I know I'm the best chef, but I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way to the top. And if you do that, you know that you're going to start out at Applebee's or IHOP or TGI
Steakhouse.
Fridays,
Some
a chain
steakhouse,
restaurant, and you're still making people happy. You're still cooking great food,
Yes.
but you're doing all of that to save up a little bit of scratch here and there,
Yes.
so you can do your food truck
And you're also cooking off somebody else's menu.
Right, you're on somebody else's menu, but on the weekends you save up enough money to where you can do your food truck with your own recipes, your own real thing. It's what you put your heart and soul into. You get 2 days a week because you work 5 days a week working to work. But then as that food truck takes off, you gather enough scratch to where now you get a venue and you get to put a restaurant name. And now you quit Applebee's or TGI Puckers or whatever, and you move over to what you want to do, and you make a full menu. And people go, Hendry, we love you, man. You're a great chef. You made all these recipes and stuff. You're so successful. It must have been cool to have it just come to you that easy. And you would go, you know, y'all don't understand. I actually loved cooking at Applebee's. To work my way up, to get in a food truck, to work my way up, the work was my love. And I feel that way about being a hybrid. When I come here and if I play 4 hours, man, if people are tipping, there's times I play 6 hours here. We used to do, I don't know if it's still like this, but because I'm emerging back to Gatlinburg, I used to do 2 to 3 shows a day, walking up and down the parkway, carrying speakers and stuff, and playing cover songs, sometimes the same ones and everything. And somebody could feasibly say, Fish, you're a songwriter. You travel the nation writing with some of your favorite people, writing songs. Why are you playing all these cover songs? And I would say, because that's my Applebee's. I'm making my living, and I'm making people happy. These are our tourists. They saved up all their money all year to come hear me play something they want to hear, so that maybe when they go home, they might check out my Spotify and check out something original. And then, you know, I've been lucky enough that I get to work with cool artists and do original music and go that other direction. But I don't prefer one over the other. I do recognize they're different avenues. If you want to make a good living in Gatlinburg, very good living, become very good at playing cover songs and making people happy and playing for bridesmaids and having people get wild on their vacation.
I enjoy that too.
Right.
No, you would not enjoy Bridesmaids.
Well,
I've had one.
well, I've seen them.
But she's done the tourist thing with me and before me. Like when she was young, she came up on that. So I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like you have a similar attitude.
And a good mix of originals too at the time. Yeah. So I think I did a lot of the same thing when I was little without even kind of realizing it. But a lot of people were drawn to me because I was, you know, little bitty too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Because you're so huge now.
Oh yeah, you know.
Dude, I'm telling you, she's at least 5 foot now.
But you've got a library of so many really good originals to pull from that it's like what I try to do.
I love the co-writers that I've gotten to write those songs with, and I'm so thankful for that. Like it's wonderful. This hotel and Gatlinburg in general, and you know Cindy's Festival, like that's what really kind of brought me up and kind of created me into the songwriter I am. So I kind of credit that.
A lot of the younger, I say younger because I'm 49, but the younger you,
I'm older than you.
You're older than me?
Yeah. I just realized it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we got Shelby, Zach, Sam, all these young, the people in their, you know, just right around the 20, 21 that are in this area are so good at paying their dues.
Certainly.
You guys are so, I mean, like, I know a lot of, when I was in Chicago in blues bands, it was like you were lucky to get a show every other week and you couldn't pay your dues because there's just nowhere to play.
Yeah.
In Chicago, there was nowhere to play. Here, in this area between Nashville and Asheville, I mean, your generation has really got a chance to. You know, you don't even realize you're paying your dues, but you are.
No, you don't realize you're paying your dues when you are. I feel like sometimes, like it just doesn't. For me, it felt like it was such a ride that I enjoyed every minute.
I just
of it. You know, there's places that I didn't, but you know, like it's all beautiful to me.
If you love your work, you don't know how hard you're working.
Yeah.
And I watch you. You work so hard that sometimes I have to remind you. Like, baby, you're working so hard. But it's because she loves her work. She loves her craft.
You're playing acoustic guitar for 36 hours a week, and it looks like cauliflowers growing out of your fingers.
Yeah, no joke. I've seen her fingers bleed. When I was her guitar player, we'd get off. I'd see her fingers bleeding. Yep. But she loves it so much that
that's why I switched to an all-electric set. Oh, you got to look into all-electric sets. And you guys play those Reverend guitars, which sound so good. I mean, if you guys could, I know you have like an acoustic sound, and you use a lot of ukuleles and switch around. But
Yeah, I switch around
You
a
both
lot.
sound so good on those reverends. I wouldn't.
Oh,
use
thank you.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Reverend's
Super
good
cool.
to us. Yeah.
Yeah, very good to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I get a little equation. Like all of us is writing music stuff too, but if you could like, can choose. I'm talking about the famous songs that have been out there already. Oh shit! I wish that song's been mine song.
Oh, yeah.
I know the answer to this.
I don't know. I'm just Amy.
Me?
Give me one. Like give me one. Or
Yo,
two
you
songs.
go first this time. You put the touch on
I don't
me.
know.
Yeah.
I don't like being.
I wish that
I
song
have a
would
hard
be my
time
song.
with questions
that I
like
can wrote.
this
Yeah.
because
But I like watching you
I
have to
don't
work
have,
for
like,
it. Yeah, because you're so
no.
good at this.
I don't not. I'm not. This is awful.
All right.
Like I'm not. This is really
gonna be
awful
Amy.
right now.
I'll put you in the spot right now.
This is not good.
Give me one or two songs that you really think that. Oh my god! I wish that song's be my song.
Yeah, what hit songs do you wish you'd written? Or big songs, not.
Or do you think you should have wrote? Like
Yeah.
you're like,
I
I
should-
wrote that.
Ooh, that's a big question.
And you can't
That's
say
a-
new country because every new country song is bottle of Jack, girl in short shorts.
Oh, it would never be that.
Dude, we just wrote that. How dare you? That's just,
Yeah, it's
It's
like
really called bottle of Jack.
I
and girl in
honestly
short
don't know.
anything oldies.
shorts. For Elise from Beethoven.
Anything.
everything's oldies to her.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's times I'll bring up
Yeah,
songs.
You give me one or two.
Taylor Swift.
I can give you one probably.
What's it?
My dad really turned me on to this song, but it's White Horse by Chris Stapleton. I've really been listening to that one a lot. It wasn't really a hit, but I
a great
like the
song,
song.
That's a great song, but if you tell me that's
Oh,
a,
I'm lost now.
if
It's
you
a
tell me
White
that's an
Horse.
oldie,
Is it new?
we're gonna have
No,
a difference.
I'm not talking about oldies. I'm just talking about in general.
Nah, that is a
Yeah.
great
This is somebody's song
Probably
that
about 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
But I don't really like category things about favorites. Like I just don't. It changes all the time for me. So.
Yeah, I'm ever evolving.
Yeah.
Thank you,
When
brother.
people
Appreciate
ask me all the
that.
time, what's your favorite band? I was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, what song are you best at playing? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah.
yeah, Chris Stapleton. How that song's called again? How that song's called again? Is it
Oh,
Chris
it's
Stapleton?
White Horse.
White Horse.
Yeah.
A really good song.
Oh, I've never known that song actually.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I should look it up. But what about you, Fish Fisher? I mean, you are the legend.
Songs
people
that I wish
wish
that I wrote,
I wish that
like
song
when
could
I'm
be
playing them when they're a cover or something, but I'm like,
Anything,
I wish
anything.
this was mine. Oh, goodness. Easily A Day in the Life from the Beatles.
Day in the
It's
life.
just genius level.
Just because you could hold that one.
I've been asking her since back when she was a kid to split those vocals, the McCartney and
Yeah, and Paul, and
Lennon
John.
parts, and
John.
but it's a complex arrangement. We'd have to work for it,
I don't
you
think
know.
there's, I don't think there's any like sustainable guitar parts.
You just get Grammy actually.
Actually,
Beatles. You just get Grammy.
I've interpreted it.
Yeah.
I can reduce it to an acoustic, and if I can do it, she could do it. She's better than me. Descending from the Black Crowes
Like Crows.
was never a hit, but if I could have just written any song, because that just rips my soul apart, and I can relate to it. Those would be my first two, and I'll play those as covers, but I relate to them so much. I'm pretending in my head that I wrote it. Yeah. What about you?
Mine.
Yeah. What like we both heard each other. Yeah, we both heard each other play a million cover songs.
I'm just kind of a little weird. I'm gonna go with the same as you guys do, but I love Imagine.
Oh, I can see
Imagine
that. Yeah.
by John Lennon. I can like pretty simple.
So you're a comic.
Easy listening, like easy goings, and I feel like the song is like God. I wish that my song. You know, like everybody. It's not a sing along song actually.
No, it's a beautiful
But
song.
people sing
Though.
along with you every time you sing it. So
I feel like I like that song. Like really, like I use that song for Carnival Cruise Line. I use that song for Puckers. I use that song.
I heard you play it earlier. I actually heard
Yeah.
somebody request you to play
Request
it
that song. Even
and
I'm
pre-tip you on it, so that's ironic.
And
yeah.
I used it for Roaming Dome. I used a couple of places in Knoxville. I feel like it's not the best song that I can play, I can sing at the same time. I feel like the songs that message that on that lyrics is kind of like heavy, but also light in the same times.
Yeah.
So people can got it.
And I like it's a controversial song,
Yeah.
but it's uniting all at the same point.
Yeah, like
you could write a song that worries you because you're saying something controversial.
yeah.
But it's worth the worry because you got to love people enough to make them fall together with you by the
Yeah,
end of it.
I want to get everybody get engaged on that.
And he did his
on that
job
same
being a
buildings and-
great enough songwriter to say, within the first 3 lines, you're going to think this is controversial.
Yes.
Listen to this 5 times, you're going to understand me better and understand yourself better, audience. And Imagine is a genius
I feel like
song for that.
I was born somewhere else, and
You got to be really brave, right?
I
that
feel like
kind of
I
thing.
grew up here. I know people, I know bad and good things, in the same times here. I feel like, guys, I love you guys. Like, you know, like, it's nothing that we can fight about it. Like, we all the same. Like,
Right, we're all in it together.
They also welcome to me here and give me so much love and stuff, blah, blah, blah. That's what the reason why I just love that song.
That's cool.
That
I
makes
feel
so
like-
much sense. But you know that was a super controversial song when it
that's
came
true.
out. Yeah.
But
yeah.
no matter where I go.
But that's what happens
I
when
will-
you're in the trenches
I will-
together, loving each
yeah.
other. You write a song like that, even
I
if
feel
it
like I
bothers
wish
people.
that songs be mine, like, because that's how I feel. Because I don't like no arguing, I don't like no fight, which is I do, but
I disagree.
You love to argue and fight. What are you talking about?
that's what I'm saying. Because I do.
I saw you jump over all of your equipment and kick the shit out of it.
Oh, he did! He did! And went back to work! Got back behind his guitar and finished the song because he had it on loop.
I feel deceived right now.
Okay, can we tell me the story real quick? This is great. So he legit did. We got that little door. You've been to Shamrocks for
Yeah.
lunch with me. He's playing the song, but he's got the loop, right? If I tell this wrong, you
No,
tell me.
this story happened twice. He did this in Puckers too.
Oh, okay. I only know this one. And what the guy said something racist to him or something. Something. Go back where you came from. Pick your generic trope of racism. Hendry lets the song keep playing. Sets the guitar down. It's looping. Goes out through that side door that the dude don't understand that you can get to the sidewalk. Bop, 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 bop. And everybody's like, and then comes back in, picks the guitar back up. Imagine there's no yeah, Gatlinburg style right there.
Oh, that's great.
Because like I want people to feel that how I feel too, because I just want to do what I do, and I don't want to touch nobody else. I just want to do what I love to do. I just make everybody have a good time, guys. You have a 2 choice actually. If you like it, you stay and enjoy. If you don't like it, you gotta go. And don't make sins on, you know. You don't blame on a bartender, you don't blame on a server, you don't blame on a door guy, you don't blame on a singer, or every PA, like really, like right PA right in the wall, like, oh my God, the PA sounds like shit. God, it's just a PA, you know, like we just don't control that one. I wish we know how, but we don't get in on it. I can
Right.
control that PA though. I'm talking about not our PA. Not my PA or somebody else's PA, but I'm talking about bar PA.
Right.
I don't have a clue that. My God, like I wish I know how to do that, but if they get me get in on, I will fix it up and I help them. But at some point, man, I don't know what to do. Like really, like
Right, it's out of your hands. It's
Yeah.
like
It's out
controlling
of
the
my hands.
weather. Yeah.
yeah. What about you? What about you, Big Luke?
What song do you
Well,
play cover of that you wish you wrote?
I probably No Woman, No Cry, because it reminds me of being a young
No woman,
No
no cry.
Because it reminds me of being a young man in Jamaica and growing up. And, no, there's 2 songs that I'm going to bring up. Is one, I did write. And then John Mayer took the entire music for it and made it into Gravity. And I was like, there's no way he stole the song from me, but I wrote, but
For real right now.
so
I wasn't sure, so I had to look.
here's the thing. I ripped off the song of it's an old John Hyatt song called "Feels Like Rain." I flipped the chords and wrote a song back in the '90s.
Okay.
John Mayer got famous playing "Feels Like Rain" with Buddy Guy
Was it 20s?
in the '20s.
20s.
Flipped the chords and wrote "Gravity," so it's the exact same chords.
26.
Yeah. So
2006.
so technically, me and him both did the same thing. We ripped off the song "Feels Like Rain" and flipped the chords from C to G to C, and then added the B7 in there and added that B flat
B
sharp.
flat, yeah, sharp.
And It's weird. We both did the same thing. Like the first time I heard it, I went, what?
Okay, you're gonna have to sit me down when I'm sober and play both these songs for me on a Bluetooth so I can decide.
I don't know, like
No, it's a song I wrote. Yeah, but anyway, and there's no way he heard me play it. But what I'm saying is he did the exact same thing. He took the song "Feels Like Rain" and flipped the chords backwards. And so, but the song that I heard the first time, and I play a song, and I think every live musician now plays this song, but first time I heard "In Color" from Jamie Johnson, I was like,
great song.
I was like, that exact whole thing happened to me. Like I sat down with my grandpa looking through the old photo albums, and my grandmother she's from the Czech Republic. And,
your grandma's hot?
Yeah, she was back in the day.
Y'all, Luke's grandma's hot.
No, she's really hot now because they cremated her.
Can I have her number?
No, she's passed out now. So
I'll still take her number, dude.
I'll
text weird stuff.
I'm looking at the pictures, and it was like, seriously, her eyes almost looked blue in the black and white pictures because it was just such, and I'm like, this. Why didn't I write this song?
That's wild. Yeah. No, the why didn't I?
Yeah.
I ain't kidding. Actually, I have that with Danny Ray with you. She's got a song she wrote with her mama.
Right.
That if I didn't know her, if we didn't love each other, didn't know each other, didn't work together, that I look and I go like, man, if I'd have heard that song, I'd have cut that song.
That's cool.
And Mother Hamilton's just outside the shot. I brought it up before years ago. Like, did y'all write that? Like, I thought it was something I grew up on. It was so familiar to me the first time I heard you sing it. I thought that maybe my grandma brought me up on the song or something because it has a real classic kind of high energy feel. But no, I totally get that. When you listen, you just go like, in a different world, I would have written that.
Yeah, you're like he just wrote this song out of my memory.
That is weird. Yeah.
It feels,
Danny Ray's a storyteller song, so I can't say out of my memory. But just where you vibe with it so much, you're like, if I would have done a better job in life, I'd have written that song. And it would be exactly that, Yeah. That's crazy.
I was actually good.
If either of us had any value, we would have done these songs. Right.
And people tell me I look like Jamie Johnson all the time. I was like, I'm older than he is. He looks like me.
Yes, it kind of does. A little bit. You'd have to gain some weight back.
A little bit,
Yeah. You've scrawnied up over the years, man.
This girl loves Jesus.
I was looking at that shirt.
I do love you. When he came down this afternoon, so we had lunch.
Jesus.
Yeah, we had lunch. He walks around the corner with this girl loves Jesus shirt, and I couldn't help that tickled me. Yeah,
That's great.
So, I want you guys, if you could, plug your websites and your social media. If you're friends with me or Hendry, they're friends with us too. And what you guys got coming out. I know you guys got your album, your Real Strong Rubbers.
It's like 23, 19 original.
Come on.
And I know you guys got that coming out. Emmy, I hear you've got some real big stuff coming up in sometime this year, but I know that you're not supposed to talk about it yet because you're publicist.
Yeah, we're staying vague on
because
purpose.
Your publicist over here is just eyeballing me. She looks like she's going to burn a hole if I talk about it. But so what do you guys got?
Well, most of my social media is under the Emmy Sunshine, and you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all the things. Please follow me. And my website is theemmysunshine.com. Also, I have new stuff I'm working on. Please stay tuned for that, and I'll keep you posted. Pretty much.
Very well, yeah.
Man.
What about you?
Oh,
Come on.
nobody else wants the name Fish Fisher. If you Google Fish Fisher, like a fish fisher, you'll find me on InstaTube and Graham and all that stuff. You can also find me at fishfisher.net. Most of the work that you'd actually be seeing of anything interesting would actually be for the next 6 months. Follow emmysunshine.com or Sam Hatmaker. That's our friend and incredible artist that I produced her album. She's doing really cool stuff. And then I'd say 6 months from now, go back to fishfisher.net and you'll find me in Gatlinburg with the boys and all that kind of thing.
Also, actually, I wanted to bring this up. Now, Emmy, you and Sam
Yes.
were both on a huge trajectory going up. Like Sam was singing the national anthem at this like a Baltimore Orioles game or something like that, and then COVID hit and slowed you guys down. Did that give you? I mean, it kind of slowed everybody down, kind of dropped. You were everywhere. I mean, you were playing like with Billy Strings and stuff, weren't you? Or it was White Elvis, and was it? And and all of a sudden it just like COVID just knocked it out. Did that give you a chance to kind of reassess?
Honestly, actually, yeah, it did. Like exactly my trajectory and where I wanted to go with my music, and that it was definitely a terrible, terrible time for a lot of people, but I just think that for me it was a time of just getting to know myself better.
I like that word reassess. Actually,
Yeah, I was going to use reinvent, but I thought reassess was.
That's interesting though. Yeah, reboot.
Yeah. But now, if you guys don't know these two and you're just here because of Hendry or me and you've never heard anything either, I would recommend going to Emmy's YouTube page and watching Dandelion, and you'll automatically be a fan. And I don't know who did the graphic or who did the claymation.
That was Dustin Mills.
Yes.
That was ridiculous.
At Dustin Mills Productions. He's actually, we cannot say too much at all, but if you like the animation in that song, he's working on a project for us that'll come out in the summertime. And that is even more amazing.
And this guy right here actually has not one of my top 5 Fish Fisher songs, one of my top 5 all-time songs. You look for Society's Ugly Son with a song called Zombie Love.
Okay, y'all, I got a metal band up in Detroit, so I'm normally a country singer and co-writer, but you like Zombie Love.
That is one of my son demands I put that song on at least twice a week.
No kidding, I love Zombie Love.
Dude, that is the best song. And it's a hybrid of Justin Timberlake and Rob Zombie. And
Dude,
yes.
That was my production notes. Literally, I sent to Jason Jarrett, the guitar player. I was like, will you produce a song, Justin Timberlake meets Rob Zombie? And it blows my mind that all he sent back was yes. Like that made sense to him. But okay, so Society's Ugly Son, we do have 10 albums together. It's literally so much, you're getting like special info on this podcast.
Yes.
I have to separate the brands because as a country singer, Americana singer, mountain singer, Society's Ugly Son will scare off some of the people that want that stuff. But no, Zombie Love is on an album called Monsters, Motorcycles, and Mayhem. And it's on Society's Ugly Son. And I didn't know you liked the song that much.
Dude, no, that is, my son and me will literally drive down the street and he can't understand. I actually at one time had to ask you what the lyrics were because I couldn't, when you're singing in your falsetto, I can't, some words just can't hear.
Girl, I got to tell ya, make my eyes. Oh, weird video though. Okay, so if you watch the music video, it looks animated, but it was actually filmed and then animated. Emmy don't even know she's part of this. But you'll see a bunch of, sorry, you're in this. You don't know it. Okay, listen up, y'all. If you go to YouTube and look up Zombie Love by Society's Ugly Son, the video has a lot of me, like this, blah, 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 the band. But you'll see all these jars of animal fetuses.
Did you use my fetuses?
Yes. So you went to bed one night. This is when I first moved in with y'all, like 4 years ago. And back in room 18, you had all your animals. So Emmy collects animal fetuses. And I took video footage of all these little embryos of various creatures, and I put that in the Zombie Love video. So actually, Emmy is a small part of Society's Ugly Son.
Wow, I'm very honored. And
sorry to spring that on you.
No, it's cool. I'm glad that happened. I just didn't know that which ones got featured. Was it the pig fetus or was it the
It was probably the pig. Okay, you had the collection. Remember back before Cam took it over, you had like a shelf.
I also have a rabbit, and I have a mouse as well.
Okay,
I also have a frog. I think you might have got the
I
frog.
think frog's in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Fry them up.
My pig fetus is the one that's like.
I think the
big-
pig is a
yeah.
definite one. That was a
Yeah.
bigger jar. But yeah, so actually, old room 18 is in there with the footage of these fetuses. But I love that Mikey, or your son,
Mikey, yeah, Mikey. It's Mikey, yeah.
He loves that song.
Oh, it's probably that. He'd rather listen. That's the first song he'll ask me for, and then there's a song from the Avett Brothers called "Ain't No Man." That's his second favorite song. So,
So I'm up there with the Avett brothers.
yeah.
Okay, and here's big news we've never announced, y'all. 16 years from now, Emmy Sunshine is covering Zombie Love. So just follow her for 16 years and buy everything she ever makes. And we guarantee you 16 years from now, she's covering Zombie Love.
Have you ever actually heard this song?
And you,
No.
no, and I'm just making stuff up. Just
You've got to listen to this song, and you're going to have this weird appreciation.
I feel like I will. I haven't heard much. I would love to.
Yeah, no, my son he goes nuts, and I do too. It's in. I've played it so much that it's, you have your favorites playlist that gets made
Yeah.
out of your phone.
Yeah.
It's number one on my favorites playlist.
Oh,
that
really?
makes me so proud. That actually,
Like I said, it's not one of my top.
ain't it
five.
one of your movies?
It is. It ends the hike. That's how much I like that movie.
It ends the movie.
It ends the
I just remembered that.
That's cool.
She's in a movie, dude?
No, it's that song.
Oh, the songs, yeah.
But
It bombs. I ain't gonna lie. It's a really good song. It bombs. Yeah.
now, that is something also we got to talk about, and is the future of movies. Because I was saying I'd like to see you act, and
Oh, yeah.
you've got a distinct look too. Is we might be taking this movie thing to the next level if something works.
I
out
hear
for
good
us.
things are happening for you. You should tell Emmy about it while I pee.
Well, no, I don't want to do it on camera because I don't want to jinx it.
Well, tell her, but you got good things going on. Like, yeah.
But anyway, Henry,
I'll be back on the pee.
end it up.
All right, boys and girls. Oh shit, I'm lost now. We got Fish Fisher take a shit. He's come back.
Fish had to take a shit real quick.
He's come back. But believe it or not, we get a beautiful Amy Sunshine here, and also
Hey,
Big Luke.
thank you.
We appreciate you hanging out here again.
Thank you for having
865, we love you.
Thank you so
What's the
much.
best say that you want to say something about people that want to watch us tonight? Give me some word. Anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Okay. Please watch, guys. I don't know.
They would have watched before.
What?
They'd have been done watching.
Oh. Please watch whatever comes next. I don't know.
All right, boys and girls, Amy Sunshine, Face Fisher, and also Big